what's up you guys, After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more of the Winchesters. So we just had, I think, the mid-season finale, so we're going into episode 8 of season 1 today. We ended last episode with Tom Welling showing up. That's a thing. Yeah, let's go over the comments for a little bit more of a refresher. I'm actually loving Carlos now. I didn't care for him at all in the first couple of episodes, but these last 2 episodes have really sold him to me. I agree. I think I'm liking his character a lot more. Robbie Thompson recently said that they thought about having Henry reference his episode on Supernatural, but they had to think hard about what they could and couldn't reveal. It was a tightrope and a balancing act. They could and couldn't reveal. I still don't understand how this is all gonna work together. I think Mary's actress was losing her voice. Maybe this was filmed right after Comic-Con. She started losing her voice after that. She probably used her voice way too much at Comic-Con. Perhaps. Fun fact, I started losing my voice after that episode. Tom Welling got the job because of Jensen. They are great friends, and he asked Tom to play Samuel. They mentioned alternate worlds. I have a feeling that will come into play eventually. I think this is definitely my favorite episode so far. It was all story this time. I think Monster of the Week or standalone episodes are better for rewatches, but I think main story is better for first time watching, if that makes sense. I agree. It's hard to feel attached to characters if they're only in one episode. That's why I love the original Charm so much and was able to watch it so many times. Fair. I get bored with really story-heavy shows on rewatches, but absolutely love them on the first watch. I don't think I get bored with them. I think I always find something new rewatching it, story-heavy stuff each time. Sorry. I've had a few weeks to really think about the last 6 episodes, and I noticed I was blindly loving everything, but I realized that it hasn't been as good as I was thinking it was, but this episode definitely got me excited again. I can't wait to see Tom Welling as Samuel Campbell, and see how the dynamic changes between our core characters now. I'm also a lot more interested in the Creta story. I hope they have a lot more cameos from returning characters like Henry. Let's hope that you don't get spoiled if they do. Here's hoping. I mean, there was nothing that could be done about Tom Welling, because I'm watching a podcast, like a Smallville Rewatch podcast. I mean, I would have to just, like, seclude myself from ever getting any kind of entertainment elsewhere if I didn't want to get spoiled on anything ever. It's unfortunately, it just happens sometimes. It's nobody's fault. Actually, you know what? It's Tom Welling's fault. Why did you have to say that you were on fucking Winchesters, mate? You didn't have to do that. I would have worked it out when I watched the episode. Anyways. You know, it would have been really awkward if, like, someone, like Tony, for example, told me, like, oh, don't watch this episode of the podcast. And I'd be like, okay, I guess one of the characters is talking about, one of the people is talking about being in a show that I'm about to watch. Like, it's a thin line, so, I mean, it is whatever. I would have loved to see a reaction to Tom Welling, but, not to worry. Excuse me, there was still a reaction there. I love Tom Welling. Let's go. He was literally the reason I watched Lucifer. I would never have watched Lucifer otherwise. Just FYI. I'm sure there are many surprises left for you to react to. The second half of the season seems like it will be better, since we have Samuel back, and we can focus more on Creta. Yeah, protecting you from spoilers can be difficult sometimes. Comments I can delete. I can even catch certain extent I can even, to a certain extent, protect you by blurring actors' names in episode credits, but then there's stuff I can't do and won't do. Like, tell you not to look up stuff on your phone, because then you'd figure out that there's something coming, and you'd try and ask me what it is, which would lead me to say I can't tell you, which you'd get annoyed at me. I'd rather just keep my bestie. Thank you very much. Yeah. Fully agree. This show is set in the past, therefore the law of supernatural put forth in its 15 seasons should be followed. You can't alter anything to the law that's not adding something to the law. That's retconning. Yeah, I agree. What's been established. This show can be great, and for the most part it is, but it has to either respect or obey its pre-established canon or tell us that the show is set on an alternate Earth where the law of supernatural doesn't apply. Can't agree more. You tried sounding smart there, Fruits, with guessing Doogie Howser was around during the time of Winchester. I did? Oh, I don't even remember. But this takes place in 1978. Doogie Howser, according to Wiki, aired in 1999 to 1993. Well, that's a really, really big gap. Alright. Looked into it a bit, and Doogie would have been 5 at this time. I very much doubt 5-year-old would want to, would be of any help fighting monsters and deciphering the chicken scratch on those papers. I mean, unless we use him as bait, I'm not against that. But it's Neil Patrick Harris, let's not do that. Henry Winchester, as far as I can find out, was killed in 2013 by Abaddon when he somehow travelled through time and met Sam and Dean. The fact that John and them can summon Henry when he's not dead yet, the Winchesters is set on an alternate Earth. Probably. There's also the fact that, like, I do agree with this, but let me just play some devil's advocate here. Time doesn't exist when you're dead, so, like, or, like, time itself could be a whole other thing, if you died in the future, like you did, perhaps it's the past in real life. That doesn't make sense in your head, does it? No. It's confusing, but just think about it. What if the forms of reality are out of sync? Just think about it. I mean, it's not true because everything that we've learned about heaven in the show, but whatever. John throws garbage bin lid at a creator guy. You and me at the exact same time. Really? That was perfectly synced too. Am I making you uncomfortable? Yes. Stop. Smoke. And then the creator were all sent to the Phantom Zone. Clark Kent saved the day. Again, cue Smallville Trials theme. Okay. Now you're making me uncomfortable. I shit you not, I typed Clark Kent saves the day a good 30 seconds before you said it. What is this? What are you doing in my mind? Hey, don't touch that. Look, technically I said it first because I watched the episode first, so get wrecked. Get absolutely fucking wrecked. I think Mitch Pileggi, the OG Samuel, was a bit busy on Walker to guest spot on this show. Having Tom on this show is cool though. Sadly, we got spoiled because the reveal would have been fucking awesome. Aside from the fact that he was only on the screen for a minute. Yeah, Fruits Roxy was a red herring. Get it? Herring, hair. I'll see myself out. Actually, no. This is my mind. You get out. I liked it. I think it works. You wondered why the box worked again. Easy peasy. John told Henry the box ran out of power. Henry told John a way to power it. was to bury it near flowers next to the Winchester garage, or that's what I got from the show, the whole scene. Well, that and the fact that the show is now set on an alternate Earth, because ghosts don't time travel as far as I'm aware. Fair. Added while editing. There's a fight scene near the end of the episode where John and Mary take on a bunch of people. Mary is getting pinned to a wall, and for a moment in the background, we see John being carried from one side of the frame to the other. I think they were going for a gag because it looked like John is kicking and screaming. It was way too funny to be taken serious. Yeah, so Tony replayed that scene for me. It was pretty funny. You should go check it out. It's kind of funny. It's like, literally like it's kicking and screaming. Anyways, let's get into the episode.
Hello?
There's a very cute cat in my office. She may or may not be mine. Oh, dude! That cat's not mine. That was weird. I agree. Are you just spontaneously combusting? Flame on! No? Same.
I still can't believe he did what he did. He busting the whole guns blazing with this thing.
You know, you should check that he doesn't have any kryptonite on him, because, like, he's bleeding currently, so.
Away from what?
To find the queen.
Being a hunter means living a life of sacrifice. Not a lot of room for dreams. But you open your heart and get a little lucky, you'll find you gain more than you lose.
Who's your friend?
I'm Luther, and you're clearly Jericho, but I'm sorry, who's Rivers Gemini?
No one.
She doesn't know. She doesn't. The old stage name for this dulcet-toned crooner. We had a two-piece. It was Rivers Gemini and the Jericho Kid.
And you do not get to call me that.
Oh,
So he's gonna sing this episode.
Rivers Gemini.
I'm glad that you stuck with it. How's the tour going?
Yeah, I mean, it was roses until last night. Did you hear what happened?
Yes.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Well, she is a ray of sunshine.
Well, I've had enough sun for today, so Jericho might not have all the answers, but those sigils you have might. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god!
One of me. You two kids have a fun night.
Are you doing some tricks and stuff? What are you doing? Oh.
Brock was thorough. Each of these sigils is from a different culture, but the purpose is the same. Protection from dark magic.
So we're looking for a dark magic wielder from we don't know where.
No, I can already answer
Really
you guys.
narrows it down.
It's the trickster.
You sure you don't want to go to the show?
What did that guy do?
Positive.
Did he,
It's like looking in a fun
like,
house
was he
mirror of what my
rude?
life could have been.
Was he a
so-
jackass?
Thank you.
Are we back to that? Because that's gonna be fun.
Part of me does, but it was never gonna work. You're on the road for so long, it's a matter of time before you come across a monster, and then something has to die. The dream, or the monster. You need a hand?
Beat it, kid. Sorry, after what went down last night, I've been all over the place. Thanks for the assist.
Last night, you mean what happened to Brock?
Never mind, forget it.
Oh, he was our friend. We're not sure we buy the official story.
Look, you ain't hear this from me, but fans have been following us. Obsessed with the musicians.
And let me guess, the feeling wasn't mutual.
Bingo. He was at Brock set. When it ended, followed him out.
What did he look like?
About yay high. Had a cool hat with a feather in it. Anyway, I gotta get back to him.
He was there, the guy that I bumped into at the bar.
What if he's targeting singers?
Then Jericho could be next.
Whatever that is, you can pour it down the drain.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor who?
Ada. She also said
No,
to
that's
get some
TV show.
rest and not to be a jackass. Her words.
It sounds like a, where is she?
Trying to find some kind of magic to kill these human-sized cockroaches now that the monster box got destroyed.
Where's Mary?
Taking a beat. That daughter of yours is a good kid. Been teaching John his way around hunting. Much as I don't like the danger it puts him in, I think it's actually good for him.
Well, fighting monsters isn't for everyone.
The only thing I like fighting is the wear and tear on the timing belt. I'm a mechanic. Had the bad luck of marrying into this craziness.
If your husband's a hunter, you thought I'd heard of him.
Before he died, he was a man of letters.
You mean to tell me that my daughter's teaching family secrets to the son of a mole man?
A mole man?
Men of letters. M-O-L. They're buried underground with all their books. While hunters are out there getting their hands dirty. Or worse.
Mole man.
Enjoy the tea. And for the record, if it wasn't for my mole man of a husband, you, your daughter, and my son would all be dead right now.
Going somewhere?
Hell yeah, anywhere but
You know
here.
what this also means?
Jericho.
It's the first episode they've got an
You can talk to
angel in the
us.
show.
You're not gonna believe me. I had to go solo, and then things took a turn.
What do you mean?
Nobody wants to hear Jericho Kid without Rivers Gemini. But things changed a few weeks ago. I was playing this dive bar in Nashville. There was a suit. He bought me a couple of drinks after the show, and then he asked me what I would give to have the kind of music that shook people's souls.
And how did you seal the deal?
Well, the rest of the night was kind of blurry. The next morning, I woke up with this. I mean, that night, I played the same set. This woman, she looked at me like I was the second coming. And it was intoxicating.
And then she burned.
I didn't put it together until it happened again. And I was done singing in Nashville. I mean, he said if I don't sing to someone, then it'll burn me up instead.
And then Brock figured out what you were doing. That's why he surrounded himself with the sigils. For protection.
He wanted me to cut him in. I had to nip it in the bud. That bartender, okay, I don't know. It must have backfired or something. That is not who I was singing to.
Then who?
That suit from Nashville. Called himself Loki.
Loki. As in the Norse trickster demigod Loki? That Loki?
How is none of this phasing you?
You asked me why I walked away. Helping people with weirdness like this is why. He's a trickster, right? So he could be hiding anywhere or look like anyone.
Not really
That
though.
way? Probably just shapeshifted into someone else.
Well, let's just hope that one of your books has the trick to see through his smoke and mirrors.
I know what you're thinking. What a twist! I must say, Jericho, you're right about this one. He's got pluck. Jerry didn't mention that, he and we... Wow. I guess I know why the band broke up.
Carlos, I'm sorry.
You set us up?
He did. A little addendum to the contract I threw in to spice things up. An exit clause, if you will. But I always make a point to get to know the new talent firsthand before I make a deal.
I was skeptical at first. Seeing you up close won me over.
I'm not making a deal with you.
Kind of weird that he's
Oh,
like
my
making
sweet little
deals.
summer child. You will if you want to save Jericho. You know, you have a very impressive resume.
Sound effects.
Love of modern dance, useless. Gifted typist, now that's a skill. Musician, hunter, hair model, samesies. But what I don't see here is somebody who will just walk away. We're nodding, but we're not speaking. You gotta say the words, kid. Them's the rules.
Carlos, you don't have to do this.
I don't recall asking you.
You have a deal.
Atta hippie.
What kind of deal is that? Like, you didn't even say what kind of deal it is.
Am I free now?
As a matter of fact,
What did you do to him?
oh, please, nobody cares. At least I don't. He's got a security deposit. Move on from that. Here's the lowdown. Song by sunup, or things are gonna get toasty. Toodles.
Okay, so you sing a song tonight, someone burns, and then the curse is lifted?
That's the gist of it.
Can't we just figure out a way to remove the tattoo?
If it was weaker magic, perhaps. But a demigod like Loki, defeating him is the only way to save Carlos.
Demigod.
Maggie's books, her lore on gods and demigods. Surely there's something in there about Loki.
All right.
It's funny because like they can look all they want, but they're not gonna get what they want because they're looking in the wrong spot.
She was terrified. Hey guys, monsters that kill to feed and survive are one thing. Ones that kill for kicks, one for a fight.
Okay, weird sensation, but contemplating my mortality has surprisingly made me hungry.
Read this for me and I'll make you one of my family specials.
What's the family?
I like the team. Ugh.
I think I found something. Loki's magic is tied to a powerful symbol of misdirection and trickery that he carries with him. A hand mirror.
What? No.
Is the mirror no more curse?
No, the mirror's indestructible, but there might be another way to kill Loki using a reflective blade like the mirror that's been enchanted using a warrior's own blood.
What? No.
Reflective like this?
Excuse me. No, it's a stake. They use a stake to kill him. I mean, I know it didn't work because obviously he's not a fucking
There's a
demigod.
monster out there that needs hunting.
But
Let's go hunt.
No, you're in no
that's what they
condition
did
for
in
this.
Supernatural.
I'm going.
Can we talk for a second?
Well, I thought everything that you could say in front of everyone.
You don't get to do this.
I taught you how to hunt. I don't need your permission.
You can't disappear and then waltz back in here and pretend like nothing ever happened.
I know that I owe you an explanation. That's why I tried to talk to you earlier.
Why didn't you tell me where you were going? About the Akrita.
Mary.
You left me in the dark. What gives you the right?
Because you're a stubborn jackass. Just like me. If I told you what I was doing, I know you would have charged in head first. I did everything I could to get you off my trail. Because I couldn't, I can't let you turn out like Maggie. When I put that knife in your hands, I chose this life for you. I forced you to follow in my footsteps, just like my dad forced me. It's wrong. I don't want you to hate me like I hated him.
Dad.
I heard tall tales of an Oppenheimer. Someone found a way to nuke all these damn monsters so that you could be free of all of this forever.
Thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. That was the Trickster's first episode. Bitch!
I can't give you back.
I wonder how many of you guys picked up on that.
I'm your dad. I have to try.
Sketer lies brander. Ne genethu arlekares.
I don't like that they've changed this. It feels bizarre. Like feels like another retcon. Just saying.
He's not here.
Oh, goody. Brought your own adoring fans. I was secretly hoping you would. I booked this whole place just for you. Not cheap, but you're worth it. Now, what do you have? Dirty blades. Dirty pool. How about
Sorry.
even these odds?
Got him, Dad.
I'm not falling for any more of your tricks. Darn.
How did you know it wasn't me?
I found his tell. You're not left-handed. I know my daughter.
Oh. Is it dusty in here, or is it just me? That was a beautiful father-daughter moment. I mean, oh yeah. After all, every great trickster, and of course I am the greatest trickster, has to have at least one last one up their sleeve.
You should be dead.
Ooh, for the brains of this operation, you are not the smartest cookie. Cookies aren't smart to start with. Think on that. Take a look-see at the translation of the incantation. Oh, it's a hoot.
Let us go.
Zip it. All right, music man. Time's almost up. Thought about who you're serenading? I made it easy.
What did you do to him?
Come on, man. Don't get all high and mighty on me now. You sacrificed everything to be a hunter. So broken people like Jericho can live? Come on, man. Clock in, Carlos. Why should you pay for what he did? Go ahead, champ. Let's hear those dulcet tones. That was a rental.
You're right. I did sacrifice everything for hunting, but I got so much more out of it than I could have imagined in exchange. I won't play your game.
That's stupid.
Confetti! Not confetti. Sparkles, I don't know.
This isn't happening. When the chips are down, humanity always chooses the selfish way out. Always! And you are the portrait of bad choices. I am not gonna lose to you. No. You son of a...
What? I don't even... That doesn't even make sense, because he's a fucking angel.
Did you know that was gonna work?
No,
Hey, easy, manicure. I can feel that.
Did you really mean what you
Doesn't
said?
make sense.
every word. You guys,
He's not a trickster.
you guys are my
He's
family.
really an archangel. I don't understand. It's just like another long con, I don't know.
Stop tapping me. I said stop.
John and I developed the photos, but I don't think you're gonna be happy.
Light leaks on all of them?
The camera must have gotten damaged, but we can go back to the location and check them out together.
I'm gonna have to leave that to you and John.
Why?
Ada called. She's got the lead on some magic that might help us defeat the Queen.
So you're going with her to run it down?
Listen, after seeing you and your team in action, it's clear you don't need your old man hanging around. Besides, what's the point in finding the Queen if we can't stop her and the rest of the Krita, right? Speaking of which...
But she wants out.
Listen, when want you to follow this pattern. Use those ingredients for the ink. It's a tattoo you can put anywhere on your body. Look, the Akrita can't possess you if it's on your skin.
You better keep in touch.
There's the pattern here. Don't worry. This time I will, I promise. You two take care of each other.
Look at them trying to make a tattoo.
Samuel's fine.
Thanks, Sam.
Samuel is fine.
Right.
All right, well, there's only one thing I'm missing. Is on the road, I lost my hat.
Oh, Mary found it, actually. Well, then she lost it again. Technically, she destroyed it. but
It's a long story.
I told you he'd sing.
I'm more of a metal gal than all that folk stuff, to be honest.
This one's for my family.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears forever.
Not Sabbath.
In our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. Hard times.
Oh, he has another one?
Hard times
Are you bored, new one?
again no more.
Pretty good.
Oh, hard times come again no more.
Bit long, but it was nice. Well.
I don't understand.
I don't want to think about the Akrita, or whether the world has a future. I want to be with you, right here, right now.
It's not possible.
What?
I know this guy.
Oh, it's... No?
This is the guy that gave me my dad's letter when I got back from Vietnam. Do you know him?
No,
And now is he in the background of one of your dad's photos?
I don't know. What the hell is this guy?
We all knew it. We all knew it. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was the Winchesters Season 1 Episode 8. It was nice seeing the Trickster again, but I don't like that they've just like changed the lore about him. That bothers me a lot. Why couldn't they just like fail to stab him with a stake like the Winchesters did and then like have him come back later on? It's frustrating because like he's not actually a trickster, he's actually an archangel, and it's frustrating. because that law technically wouldn't work on him, because he's something completely different. I don't know. It's weird. We all assumed that it was Dean that gave the letter, but now that's been confirmed. Yeah. This was a solid Carlos episode as well. And it looks like Tom Welling is gone again. Is he gonna be the Castiel of the show, where he just comes in and out of the show every couple of episodes? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.